welcome back to my channel. Today I did a black smoky eye. This is a very bold look. I would have never tried this look if it wasn't for my YouTube channel. This is the first time I do a black smoky eye and I'm very proud of myself. I think I did a good job. I hope you find this tutorial somewhat easy and helpful to do a black smoky eye. Thank you guys so much for watching and I hope you guys enjoyed this look as much as I did. And if you enjoyed how this look came out, just keep on watching. Starting off today, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown. So I'm just filling them in and then brushing them through. To prime my face and also moisturize it, I'm using this e.l.f. primer. This is a poreless primer and I'm just putting this all over my face. Next, I'm using the Wet n Wild primer and putting that in my problem areas, right next to my nose, on my forehead, and on my chin. And then I'm just blending that in with my finger. Today I'm starting off with my eyes. I'm using this Fit Me concealer for my eyelids just to cover my veins and to have a nice base for my eyeshadows. Next, I'm taking a translucent powder and just setting that concealer. Going to this eyeshadow palette, this is the Morphe 350M palette. I'm using this tan shade and using this as my crease color. To deepen up the crease, I'm using this darker tan shade and putting it on the crease also, and in the outer V of the eye. Here I'm going back in after I clean the brush and making sure everything is nice and blended. Next, I'm taking this Morphe gel liner and I'm putting that all over my lid for a base. And I'm making sure I'm just patting it on with a synthetic brush and not going all the way up to the crease because I don't want it to look like I have raccoon eyes. If you go too far above the crease or even too much in the crease, it might make a big mess. So try to stay under the crease. Next, I'm taking this smaller brush to be more precise and I'm just blending that gel liner. Next, I'm taking any black eyeshadow and just patting that on the gel liner and just going a little bit more above to the crease but not touching it. Going back into this darker tan shade, I'm just putting that all over my crease once again, trying to make the eyeshadows look more blended in together. Now taking this darker brown color, I'm going to take that on a smaller crease brush, a very precise one, and I'm going to put that very close to my crease. I don't want it to go above the other eyeshadows. I want it to stay way lower to the crease so I have a more blended effect from the black to the warmer tan shades on my eyes. Going back to the brush I was using before, that was the Morphe B81 brush, just making sure everything is nice and blended out. Next, I'm using this white shade to highlight my eyebrow bone. For mascara today, I'm using the Makeup Forever Smokey Extravagant mascara. Next, I applied some lashes. I put on the Kiss lashes in the number 11. For extra coverage, I'm using the Bye Bye Under Eye It Cosmetics concealer, and I always do this when my under eyes look a little bit darker than usual, and I put this on before my foundation. For foundation today, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I'm going to be putting on this first foundation in the shade 128 Warm Nude, and I'm just dyeing that all over my face. And then just adding a little bit of the 332 Golden Caramel just to have a little bit of a more tanner face today. And to contour my nose today, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer, and this is in the shade Toast. To conceal and highlight my face, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and that is in the shade Light. So now that I look like I'm in a tribe, I'm going to blend everything out with my damp beauty blender. And to set on my concealer, I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. Here I'm making this face just to make sure I get the powder in my smile line so they don't show as much. Going back into these two shades, using the darker brown shade first, I'm putting that on my lower lash line, on both of my eyes, and then going back into that darker tan shade and putting that over that dark brown color. And to line my waterline today, I'm using the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Liner, and this is in the shade Smooth Charcoal. To contour and bronze my face, I'm using these two shades, using the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. Next, I'm using this blush from the Too Faced Chocolate Shop palette, and the shade is called Chocolate Covered Strawberry. Next, to sharpen up my contour and clean it up, I'm using the same Tarte powder, and I'm just doing that with the damp beauty blender. While my contour is baking, I'm going to go into this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette, and I'm taking those two shades I showed you right there. I'm going to put this very heavily on my cheekbones, and then I'm just going to go back in with that damp beauty blender and blend it in, and that's how I like to use these highlighters. Next, I just brushed off the excess powder with this Wet n Wild stippling brush. To line my lips today, I'm using this Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade Chestnut Marron. And then for lips today, I'm using the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick, and that is in the shade 07 Sandstorm. And that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you guys leave, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!
Thank you, thank you. Go watch PJ Masks. So easy. What to do? A black smoky.